So I think I'm gonna go back to like my natural hair color today, and here's what I have to work with. In my house I found Chi Ionic. This is a professional color in 6N, so that's pretty close to my natural color. This one is a 6N, so the same color, but it's in the color Brilliance line, which you can get at Sally's. Then I have this Bell color, which I'm probably going to use to fill, because when you're going from this light back to brown, you're supposed to fill the color from blonde to yellow to copper to red to brown. And so I'm going to probably use this to fill in the color. And then I also have number 33 in Nutrice. I have to look up what color that actually is. Thinking it might be dark brown. And then I have 764, and I'm thinking that might be like a bright clown red, so we shall see. And then the last color I have is this Revlon Color Silk in the shade 30. There's only a couple drops here, and that is like a really dark brown. So I want to experiment using a demi-permanent. This is a 9 volume, and honestly I've never in my entire years of doing hair ever tried using a demi-permanent color developer with a permanent color that is formulated to be used with like a 10 or 20 or 30 volume developer. I've never tried it, so I don't know if this is even going to work or going to take, but I think that's what I'm going to try and use to fill my hair, because I have about 1 application worth of the demi developer, and I just want to fill my hair without melting it any further, so we'll see what happens. Okay, I am back. I popped on a hair dyeing shirt. Absolutely love this shirt, but I ruined it with hair dye. And I have an appointment with Bite, the aligner company, in 2 hours. So we shall see what happens. But yeah, I'm going to start by filling the hair. I'm actually going to use this 764 color, which I figured out is a bright, vibrant, reddish colored copper. So I'll show you what it looks like on screen. A little bit scary. And I'm going to mix it with this Bell color, this red here. I fed this little girl. Is she happy she had some lunch? And gave this little boy a treat because he wasn't very hungry. Are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? Yes, you are a good girl. Oh my god, I look like Einstein. So starting with soft red. Bloop. And remember, I'm mixing this with the demi developer, so I don't even know if this is going to work at all. This is kind of a trial. We'll see what happens. But this is just for the color fill, so this is just to deposit the red color back into my hair. Going with a drop of this intense copper red, which will probably turn my hair like super red, but that's okay. If this even takes. I'm actually just going to use the rest of this number 646 soft red from Bell Color, just to beef up the mixture here and get rid of it. So that's what I've got so far. Just adding in some 6N by Color Brilliance. And that should be good. And now I'm just going to pop in some of this demi developer. I'm going to give this a good whisk. I should have mixed all those colors together before I added the developer, but that's fine. Now, if the demi color works, it should technically deposit pigment into my hair only and shouldn't lift my roots. So right now I've got these yellow ends, which were previously platinum. And then if you can see up close, I actually have some banding going on, which is a hairdresser's nightmare. So I have some copper banding from where I did a blonde retouch before we went yellow. And then I have the dark brown regrowth, about 1 centimeter of dark brown regrowth, which is my natural color. And I'm just going to apply this root to tip, and this should hopefully fill everything red and leave the roots untouched, if it works. So here's where we're at. Okay, so we're about to begin, but I have to show you what I did. I put a towel in the sink so that my cute little baby can stay here while I'm coloring my hair, and she doesn't have to be lonely. Where's your eyes, Mr.? All right, let's begin. Figured I'd have an extra pair of gloves sitting around here somewhere with all of these box guys. Goodbye, electric banana hair. It was good knowing you. I actually loved this yellow hair. I've never colored my hair yellow ever because it always reminded me of blonde hair gone wrong. And so I always hated like that box golden look. It's like brassy and orange that you see when people don't know how to color their hair and they get blonde hair gone wrong. But yellow is actually, it's pretty fun. Watch this not even work at all because I'm using a demi, and then when I rinse my hair, it's still just gonna be yellow. Well, it looks like it's working. That's cool. Okay, so it's only been on for like 20 minutes, but it's looking like black, so I'm gonna rinse it off. Definitely worked. Right, Moo Girl? Oh, she looks sleepy. Are you sleeping sitting up? Tash, are you sleeping or are you sitting? Are you sleeping while you sit? You're sleeping. So this is my hair after the fill. I was not actually expecting it to go that brown, considering it was a dark blonde and a light red and a bright copper. So that's weird, but now I'm going to make a mixture of my natural hair color, which is almost this, and I'm going to slop it on, and I'll see you in a second. This time in a bottle, I'm going to mix the rest of this number 33 by Color Silk, which is like a really dark brown, not much in there at all. And I'm going to mix Brown 6N by Chi Ionic, just a drop. And the rest of the mixture is going to be the number 33 by Nutrice, which is darkest golden brown. And then I'm going to use the rest of the demi-permanent developer that I have left here. A tiny bit of this 20 volume. I'm actually putting in a tiny bit of water. And that will just dilute the peroxide. And I'm going to give that a shake and put it on my head. Alright, so this is where it's at. I'm about to rinse it out, and I didn't realize I made such a mess. So when I came back, I didn't even realize this was on the sink, but and this is how the final result turned out. I'm surprised it looks so healthy for literally being so bleached. Yay, my meeting with the Bite ended up going so well. They showed up for 5 seconds, 15 minutes late, and then ended the call immediately and never showed up again and didn't send a follow-up email or anything. Great doing business with you. My hair is a complete mess now, but anyways, that is it for this video. The lady from Bite literally never emailed me back, never called me back or anything. We waited on that Zoom call, or I should say I waited on that Zoom call for literally like 20 minutes for her to show up, and then when she finally showed up, it was like the lady from Bite talking with her manager, and then she was like screen sharing all of the different like influencers that she was, I guess, going to be interviewing, and then as soon as she hung up her like tech call with this manager of hers, she hung up the Zoom call with me. She didn't say anything to me. We didn't end up having our meeting or anything. I just waited around for like an hour for nothing. So I'm like, cool. That's super great. Anyways, hope you guys liked this video. I'm sorry, Brad Mondo, for what I've done. And yeah, as always, make sure to be weird, be wild, and stay sparkly. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Jordan J. Sparks, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.